Iconic Seattle murals
an insane
vandalized.
story to cover, to see. Someone about a week ago over the Memorial Day weekend vandalized the iconic Betty Page and Devine murals in Seattle. You can see them from the interstate. And of course, there was Ring doorbell footage of it. You can see a person there using what some people in the comments I saw were calling a fire extinguisher. It's pretty hefty and industrial. And then here's another clip showing someone else spraying that mural. They see the Ring camera and decide to spray it. But if you know anything about those Ring cams, that did not cover it, obviously. So now those people are out of frame and you think maybe they walked to their car, they're done. No. Whoever decided to deface those murals said, we're going to take it up a notch, and destroyed that mural, which was Britney Spears in a Laura Palmer pose from Twin Peaks. And they vandalized the entire home. You know, some people said spray paint. It wasn't even spray paint. They just industrialized and splattered paint all over the home, even into the little free pantry. You can see they left a note for the people who utilize their free pantry. And it's just an awful situation, truly. The people then went up the steps to the family's front door. You can see, like, I don't even know how you get that off of concrete. I mean, I've tried to get paint off of concrete before, and it's just not a power wash. It's tough. Here's their front door that they just now have to go home to and see. And they hit the side of the house a little bit more. And I think I have another shot of the front door in here as well. It just looks like a crime scene. The yellow really makes it stick out. The good news is the GoFundMe raised more than enough money to cover this. And the mural itself has anti-graffiti coverage on it. So it's not going to be destroyed, but still it's going to take time to repair and replace. And the owners estimate it's going to be around $10,000 to $20,000. So stick around to see my story that I did with them. We even got a little throwback in there from whenever the first mural went up, Betty Page, back in 2006.
We've had people pull off the highway, come around, knock on the door and say they just love it.
50s pinup girl Betty Page found a home on the side of Chris Brugos' house.
She's the one, really. I think she was kind of like the classic.
At the time, Chris thought the strategic censor, giving a new meaning to having your mind in the gutter about the girl next door, would be a problem.
So it shouldn't be offensive to anyone because she's covered up.
17 years later,
I'm starting to lose track of how many times it's been vandalized.
There's a different problem. Over the years, the mural, which now includes world-famous drag queen Devine, has been tagged several times. The latest happening over the Memorial Day weekend involving 4 people.
Put on some anti-graffiti coverage on the house, so we're going to be able to save the murals.
That's Chris Brugos. Despite that measure he and his wife Jessica Baxter put in place to protect the murals, it's still going to take time and cost a lot of money to repair and restore this home.
I think between $10,000 and $20,000 to fix all the damage. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
That's going to suck to come home to for a while. Yeah, it's just really disappointing.
Jessica says knowing someone deliberately spray painted almost every surface of her home is unnerving. But they're getting through this with a lot of support.
We really feel held by our community in a way that makes this a lot less scary.
Chris doesn't want to think too much about what motivated these people, but if he had to guess the reasons why the murals were targeted,
I think the feminist icons that we have on our house make some people mad, and I do think that's the motivation.
the couple has filed a police report, and they're hoping security cameras picked up a license plate so police can figure out who's responsible for all this damage. Live in the U District, Cornelius Hawker, King 5 News.